Welcome to Blessing. This is Rekha. So today we are going to discuss about the exception handling. Okay. So basically, whatever we have discussed so far, and what today I'm going to discuss with respect to testing, like how much is required for with respect to Selenium and testing. Okay. So when we say about exception handling, what is exception? Okay. What is exception, and like what are like checked exception and unchecked exception and error? Okay, we'll discuss on this. So exception in the sense, like for example, if you're executing some program, the due to exception there will be like interruption in the normal execution of a program. Okay, it will terminate if it finds any exception. When we come to exception, it just takes it implement it takes the root is java.lang package. Okay, the root is like object and throwable. Okay, you have checked exception and unchecked exception. So what are checked exception, what are errors, and what are unchecked exception? Okay, so checked exception, checked exceptions are the one, for example, if you're uploading some file. Okay, if your class is not like created properly, in the sense while coding itself you will be able to see that exceptions, those are checked exceptions. Okay, while coding only you will just correct those exceptions. Other things are like unchecked exceptions. Okay, unchecked exceptions. So unchecked exceptions are the one while coding you will not get to know these are the exceptions. Okay, checked exceptions are like called as like compile time exceptions, and unchecked exceptions are called as runtime exceptions. Okay, runtime exceptions. So runtime exceptions are the one like arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, index array out of bound exception. These all are right. These are your checked unchecked exceptions. In the sense while coding you will not get any error normally. So when you will run the program, while running it will throw an exception stating that boss this is null pointer exception or array out of bound exception. But just we'll see now one by one how we can see in the form of coding. Okay, so before getting into that, that was just theoretically what is exceptions and all. Okay, now see, if you want to handle an exception, you have a these are the ways. Okay, try catch, try try block, catch block, finally block, throw and throws. These are the keywords which we have. Okay, try is the one, for example, if you have any line of code that may give you an exception, if you feel that will be there on the inside the try block. The risky code will be there inside the try block. Catch block is used to handle the exception. It must be preceded by the catch block within the mains. You can't use the catch block alone. It can be followed by the finally block later. Understood? So try block, okay, try block is the one which the code which is having the exception, or which is the risky code will put inside this. Okay, you cannot use the try block alone. Try block should be followed by the catch block or a finally block. Okay, okay, also like it will be like in this way: try block, catch block, and finally block, or either try can have catch or finally. You cannot use alone try or alone catch. Okay, so see, in I equal to 10 by 0, it I know, right, this is arithmetic exception, right? So I'm putting inside the try block, and in catch block I'm handling the exception. Catch inside the brace, it is like exception e, you're throwing the exception. Either you can just throw the exception e, or you can the arithmetic exception e, you can give it in that way. Okay, so and finally block, what will be there in the finally block? Finally block, it will be like mandatory code, the code which is mandatory, that will be there in the finally block. Okay, that is all about try, catch, and finally. Now throw keyword is used to throw an exception in the block level. Okay, throws keyword is used to declare the exception. It specifies there is occur exception in the method. This throws will be with respect to your method level, throw will be with respect to your block level. Okay, okay, that is how we use. Now we'll see one by one. This is the syntax you guys supposed to remember, and they'll ask you to just write how try catch the syntax. So inside the try this and catch block, exception e, also like the if you want to print that exception you can print here, and the finally block. Okay, now we'll see in the programming like how we can do, and remember the difference of this try, catch, finally, throw, and throws keyword. They'll ask you difference between throws and all. You should remember them. Okay, now we'll see to our program, right? See, I am doing the exception test, right? Int I equal to 10 by 0. I'm catching the arithmetic exception E. Okay, and I'm telling if you find this exception, okay, if you find that this exception, you cannot divide the number by 0. Okay, you cannot divide the number by 0. If you divide, you will get an arithmetic exception, right? So also one try block can have multiple catch block. Okay, okay, that is also can be done. See, if I find, okay, it is array out of bound, if it is array out of bound, it will throw this array out of bound exceptions. Okay, you'll get this exceptions. Okay, finally blocks the one, irrespective of your exception is there or not, irrespective of your try, catch, if it is failing or passing, finally block always executes, or irrespective of anything. Okay, whatever the situation is there, your finally block will execute. Okay, that is a finally block. Okay, now we'll see, we'll just execute and see, you'll understand in a better way. Okay, see, it is telling exception at the test. Okay, exception test, you cannot divide the number by 0 because it is getting an exception, right? You cannot divide the number by 0, then it got executed finally block. I told you, right? Irrespective of exception is occurring or not, finally block will get executed. Okay, now I'll divide 10 by 10. Okay, and I'm printing some system.out.println. Okay, some message, end of program. Okay, see the difference now. See the difference. See, exception test finally blocked because there was no exception. When there is no exception, you did not find handle any, right? Because there was no exception, then it printed this. Now, if there is an exception, if there is an exception, if there is exception, how it is? Okay, see, exception. So we cannot divide the number by 0. Okay, finally block and this. Okay, now you have handled the exception, so you're getting this, right? You have handled the exception. We'll do one thing. We'll do one thing. Just we'll remove all try, catch and all. Just see like how it does. Okay, I'll just comment this catch block. Okay, and also I'll remove this try block. Okay, so far you guys saw, right, how it works. Also, I'll remove this finally block also. I'll comment it, end of the program. Okay, just see now. See, exception started. Okay, exception test. It found the exception here. Then it didn't execute this. Because what is the exception definition? It abnormal, like uh, there is a disturbance in the normal execution of a program. Abruption in the normal execution of a program, where if it finds exception, it terminates the program from that particular line. So in order to do that, we'll have to handle the exception. Understood? We'll have to handle the exception. Now I have told, if you find this exception, please handle for me these exceptions, then go forward. Now, if I run this, it will tell you, though it will tell you there is an exception, still it will go to final block and other codes, normal flow, it continues. Okay, this is all about the exception. Now, next thing is what is throws and all. I told you, right? For example, what I'll do is, this is a throw example. Okay, throw example. For example, just see here now. I have one main method, okay, and I have one static block. This is a block. This is not a method. This is a block, static block. Okay, validate the age. I have told here, okay, I have told here, if the age is less than like 18, okay, it is a invalid for voting. Okay, I'm just validating for voting purpose. Okay, then throw new arithmetic exception. I have told to throw that exception, so it is used with respect to block level. Now I'll just execute and see. Okay, see, it is telling invalid, then it is telling arithmetic exception. Understood? This is all about the throw